Hey guys. So I've been wanting to do a thrift haul for a really long time, and I have had instances where I've gone and I've walked away with like a cart full of stuff. Stuff I really like too, but I haven't felt as inspired to do it with those trips. Wasn't as inspired as I am with what I got this weekend. So my boyfriend and I, we hit up an antique shop that we haven't been to all that often. It's been about a year. We did some amazing Christmas shopping there last year, and time's rolling around that we should be doing that again. So we thought, okay, we'll stop by, we'll do Christmas shopping for other people. Yeah, other people very quickly just turned into ourselves. What can I say? Should have known that was gonna happen to begin with. But anyway, I digress. We walk in, and you know, it's one of those really charming antique shops. It's like right next to an Amish market. Not run by the Amish though. The Amish are more focused on the soft pretzel, doll shop sides of things. I'm really excited by a couple of the things that I found here. First thing I have to show off is this. Mi Fiorna, I believe. Yeah, Mi Fiori is the name of the brand that made this purse. And within the antique shop, we kind of turned a corner into more of like the women's antiques, if you can even call it that. And my boyfriend immediately pointed out this purse, and he's like, hey, I think you'd like that. What do I know? I did like it. It really gives me these like beautiful mod kind of vibes. Definitely that piece of like artwork. I didn't focus much in art history class, I'm very sorry. But you know, that piece of artwork, all inserted somewhere over here. But it gives me like those very artistic vibes. And I tried finding more information on this brand, Mi Fiori. And it was very difficult to find anything conclusive about them, but what I did keep running into is that they were a small boutique brand. You could find them in more high-end boutiques or like in art museums, and they even did like commission work just for like one-off pieces. And any of the purses from this brand I found seemed to be one of a kind, and I can't find this one anywhere. So I might have my own little bit of 80s boutique history, I don't know, but it's a really sturdy purse, very well made. Like you can see the stitching here on all the sides. It's very structured, and I do love a good crossbody bag, so this is just perfect for me. So I'm very excited to try it out. Kudos to my boyfriend for knowing aesthetically what I like. He is the best when it comes to that. So also at the antique shop, we found a couple like hand embroidered pieces of fabric. I found this one. I will have to post a better picture of it. I'm sure you can only see bits and pieces right now, but this like incredibly vibrant peacock scene. And I feel like these colors have become like very big in home decorating, like a lot of the jewel tones, and I just really liked the composition of it. So far I have not found a great place to display it yet, but I just really love the colors. Unfortunately, the house here is mainly neutral, earthy tones, so this is a lot of color to go with all of that, but I have a feeling that a place will present itself for this, because it's just too darn cute to not have up somewhere. Can't tell if that's like a cat or a sea otter maybe? You see what I'm seeing? I don't know, but I love it. I would die for that sea otter cat. So on top of this little piece of fabric beauty, my boyfriend also found one that he really liked. Kind of similar thematically, I would say, to this one. But it was on just a black backdrop, very floral still, but more traditional colors. You know, you got your bright reds, dark greens, that kind of thing. And that one just so happened to fit beautifully like as a tapestry on the wall in our bedroom, so it now has a home there. We will eventually find a home for this one too, but the thing that I'm absolutely the most excited about is I think I found original artwork. So we're in the antique shop. I'm passing through. I come upon what would be the stairwell to the basement. And obviously the basement, they probably store things down there, but in that hallway they still had a couple of things up on the walls, like mirrors, just a few things here and there that you could still purchase. And as I'm kind of looking down it, I turn my head and look at the wall, and I'm met with the face of this woman, this reclining woman painted onto a very thin paper background. And I'm really struck by it. I think it's just like absolutely beautiful. I think it's bold. I just am really drawn to this piece. So I immediately go and find my boyfriend. I'm like, you need to come with me right now. So we go and we look, and he is also struck by it. I'm just like, okay, we are taking the pins out of this right now, and it is coming home with us. So we bring it home, we hang it up on the wall immediately, and as I'm hanging it up, I'm realizing like, okay, this is actually like signed. So initially it was very hard to make out what any of it was. It had definitely become more light over time because it was just in regular pencil. But I was first able to determine that the name of the piece is Deborah. So now I'm saying, oh, hi Deborah. How do you like your new home, Deborah? Because, you know, I'm really growing to love this painting of this woman, you know, like she's a dear friend or sister. So then it's on to trying to decipher the signature of the artist, which is definitely more difficult. After a lot of like trial and error of, okay, do these letters together even make a last name? My boyfriend's like, it's Hurewitz. So then that gives us something more to Google. Eventually, he's Googling, shoves the phone in my face, and he's like, Florence Hurewitz, this has to be her. So we're looking at it, and she definitely focuses on, you know, the female form, self-portraits. So even though stylistically this piece, Deborah, seems a little bit different than her other things, we're like, I mean, this could really be it. Eventually we find Florence's Facebook page. Unfortunately, she passed in 2016, I believe, but we find her Facebook page that had very sparse information on it, and lo and behold, a slightly different version of the Deborah piece is her header picture on Facebook. So ding ding ding, we have a winner. Florence Hurewitz is the artist's name. So there's definitely different versions of Deborah, I guess, because there was the painted one. We have the one hanging in our bedroom, which I looked it up. It's called a serifgraph. So it's a piece of, you know, screen printing-esque art. But the one that we have is different from any other copy that I can find of this piece on the internet, because it has this yellow background that contrasts with the blues that make her figure. So this seems to just kind of be a one-off. Up at the top of the piece it does say that it is an artist proof, which again, had to Google that, and discovered that if it's an artist proof, it was essentially a draft in the process of getting to the final piece of art. So I guess at some point Florence was like, hey, let's try this with a yellow background, and now that piece of trial and error is hanging proudly in our bedroom. And I'm really stoked to have it, and I am definitely going to frame it now that I know that like this isn't just some sort of reproduction. It seems to be the real deal, but I absolutely love it and have not felt this moved by like a piece of art in a while. Like, it's incredibly simple, but just so striking in like the boldness of the lines. And I'm not an art critic, I don't know what I'm talking about, but if I like it, I like it, and I really do like this piece. And yeah, I'm just grateful that I peeked into that dark, dingy stairwell and found her there, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting her properly within a frame. She doesn't deserve pins in her. She's worth a lot more than that. So yeah, that's really all I have for this time around, but I'm thrifting all the time, I'm always on the lookout for stuff, and I'm kind of feeling a little bit underwhelmed with my wardrobe at the minute, so I'm hoping that in, you know, the next couple of months I'll be able to find some stuff to, you know, spicin'. Is spicin' a word? Let's go with enliven. Let's look for more stuff to enliven my winter wardrobe. So, if you have any responses, if you know Florence Hurewitz and want to give me some more information about her, please let me know below. In the meantime, you guys have a great one and I'll see you soon. Bye.